Hello, what's up guys? Welcome back to our channel. This is your Captain JBA once again and together with Chief Engineer. So today, ang gagawin namin ay papakita sa atin ni Chief Engineer o i-tour niya tayo kung anong meron dito sa loob ng control room ng makina. So, as you can see, kung makikita yung mga yan, panel board, ituro niya sa atin kung ano-ano yung mga purpose ng mga yan. So, yan. Ito ng ano na to, itong content na to ay para to sa mga estudyante o lalong-lalo na yung mga future marino o chief engineer o engineers na wala pang idea kung ano meron dito sa loob ng ng control room. Okay? So, let's go guys, and chief engineer will in charge for everything.
Okay. Hello, good morning guys. I'm the chief engineer on the vessel. I'm going to tour you here in our engine control room. And this is our engine control console. So I'm going to show you on this forward part of our console is those storage tank that we have for the fuel oil and diesel oil, including this settling and service that we are using here on board the vessel. So as you could see, this we have this number 1 starboard port storage tank, 2 starboard port storage tank, engine room starboard tank, engine room HFO bunker tank port, including those settling and service where we could take the fuel from storage going to the settling, and from settling we're going to transfer into service tank through a separator or the heavy fuel oil separator. So that's the basic fuel oil transferring system in the engine room. As you can see, we also have MDO storage tank and MGO storage tank and MGO service tank, and here I will show you this monitor where we could supervise or monitor all those parameters from our various engines, main engine, auxiliary engine, and other machineries. I will show you guys some. We will go to menu to navigate for other parameters that we are going to observe. We have the main engine exhaust gas measurement, as you could see there. And I'll show you from various here in main cooling fresh water system. We have also including the diagram, so it could easily know what's happening on our freshwater cooling system. Okay? And I'm going to tour you to our auxiliary cooling freshwater system. From our freshwater system, we have the main and auxiliary. This auxiliary for various auxiliary machineries like unit cooler, provision refrigeration system, main air compressor, main marine gas oil cooler, main air compressor, main air condition, and other things that as we call this an auxiliary machineries. And I'm going to show you one more thing here. We also have purifying system. You can see there. As I mentioned before, we have the tanks. We have here the heater, purifier here. Can you see it, guys? Okay. And then next thing, this number 1 monitoring system, we have also number 2 as a backup, or in case this one failed, we still have another monitoring equipment. So it's same thing. And we have here the monitoring or the for our oil mist detector of the engine, of our main engine. We have this main engine oil mist detector control panel, as you can see here, guys. Okay, to see other parameters, this serve us to protect our main engine in case there's some oil mist that detect from our main engine. Of course, it's most mist that could come from our bearing failure. Example, it could create vapor inside the crankcase, and this will trigger once it reaches the setting of our mist detector in order to protect our main engine, and it slow down the main engine in case it detect it when it reaches this. Okay, and we have here our telegraph, the combination of here MEU, LTU unit, main engine, lever, and telegraph unit. Combination of our here. Could see here we have this control. Could see we could detect everything inside of our main engine. We have here the bearing wear monitoring system. The remote control system is in here, and there's no need for the human to intervene once we are set it, and it's usually set from the shipyard. So we also have here those analog type of gauges, like for the main engine jacket cooling inlet pressure, as you can see, scavenger air inlet pressure. We have main engine lube oil inlet pressure, starting air inlet pressure, main engine fuel oil inlet, control air inlet pressure, and the main air reservoir number 1 and 2 pressure. Okay. This is only just a basic, guys, okay? And we have here the most awaited moment of our, we have a main engine electronic engine type. So in electronic engine type, it's controlled by electronic. So we have this MOPA and MOPB, which means main operating panel A. So you can see those data for our main engine. Actually, this is HMI, or the human machine interface. So we don't need to meddle with the electronic control this engine. So as you could see, guys, this we have here the status. You could see the process information, process adjustment, chip limiters, auxiliaries, engine. Okay. We don't need to intervene. This is true with this one. It will control everything in our main engine. So all we have to do is just to set some parameters that needed. Like for example, here in our auxiliary, if we receive a sulfur content of 45%, we have to set it here in order for the lubrication controlled by the electronic, or the minimum or the optimum lubrication for our cylinder. So that's only just a sample for our MO. And this is of MOPB also. They are almost same purpose. But this is our flow meter indication. As you could see, we have main engine flow meter, and here our consumption per day. This is the total. Since it runs, this is the consumption per day. And also we have FCM2 for the auxiliary engine or the diesel generator flow meter. It compute our daily consumption for our engine. And we also have this PMI monitor.
What this PMI means?
PMI, this is a pressure analyzer. And we have this COCOS EDS, meaning computer control system, engine diagnostic system. So it monitor everything here. Those including, for example, here we have this estimated engine load. or in the engine control system. You can see there's a value here, digital 70%, which we have an engine load now and estimated. We also have the RPM or the hour speed, which is 92 RPM. You could see those graph here, line, engine speed. And we also have this relative governor index that control the fuel that needed by our engine. And also this, on the lower part, is the scavenging air pressure that also needed for our engine for optimum combustion to expel all those combustible gases and replace with cool and fresh air. So these guys, our PMI monitoring unit that really needs for our main engine, and this is actually the electronic compared to the MC engine. It's a different type. And we also have this composite boiler water level indicator. You see on the level of our boiler, all those green part is normal and all those red part is the high and low level the water. We also have this steam pressure for our boiler, as you can see here. The main engine fuel oil viscosity controller, it controls the viscosity, meaning the viscosity of the fuel, whether is it thick or thin, that needed by our engine. So there's only it's based on the fuel oil analysis result, where we could set the point, where we could set how much heat needed to maintain the proper viscosity for our main engine and generator fuel oil viscosity. It controls it automatically. Okay, guys. And this is our recorder regarding the viscosity. It interconnected with this controller. This is only recorder. Okay. We also have this file repeater panel for our engine protection or vessel protection for in case we have fire. It's only repeater. It sends signal in case there's an alarm. We also have water mist repeater panel. We have a main panel there. This is only a repeater. Our water mist system for the for our life-saving apparatus purposes. We also have this ICCP remote monitoring panel. Okay. Now we go here, guys, on the number 2 group starter panel. This is we have the breaker for those like these auxiliary machineries like our fan, the low boil pump, the boiler, everything. This here, as you can see, guys, we set it auto change. We really need this. We need to set it in auto change in case from the other we have 1 and 2. Each and every pump we have a redundant or backup pump or machineries for our day-to-day operation. Okay, in case on the number 1 pump, for example, on our main cooling system, sense a low pressure, the number 2 pump will automatically start in order to continue our operational. So this is for our safety. We also have here, guys, the number 2 440 feeder panel, which means it supplies source of power from our main generator system. We have here those breakers. We have seawater pump starter panel, ECR unit control coolant, and other things that we need for our essential day-to-day operation. We also have this number 1, 2, and 3 diesel generator panel. As you can see, we have this PMS, Aconis 2000 power management system. So it's also just a push button type, how to start and stop the generator. We could monitor the load, the frequencies, the voltages, amperes, and other things in electrical system. We also have here those air circuit breaker For number 3, 2 and 1 generator. So you can see here guys, we have emergency switchboard breaker here also. And we have also outside the engine room emergency switchboard there, and we will show it later to you guys. Here, this analog power for each and every generator. We have number 1, 2, and 3. Now we have 200 kilowatt on number 1. Number 2 is top. Number 3 has also almost 200 kilowatt. Sorry guys. And same thing here. That's a 440 feeder panel. Same on number 1. The other one there is number 2. And this number 1 group starter panel for all number 1 machineries like supply pump, fans, what else? Cooling seawater pump, main lube oil pump. Okay, guys, can see. So we have 1 and 2. So that one serve for to as a backup in case the one unit here will fail. We have another unit there to start. So it continuously process or operating for our needed for our vessel to exist. And we also have here guys the AC 220 volt feeder panel. Usually this is most on the light. You can see here, look, we have a good insulation on our 220 volt panel. Okay, and here is the volt, is the ampere current that we're using now, and these are the different or various most of here is light, 220 lights that we needed, some CO2 alarm systems. Look, as you can see here, and this is the 220.
So yun lang guys, no? Sana ay nakabigay kami sa inyo na kunting idea o knowledge kung anong meron dito sa loob ng engine control room ng barko. So kung ano yung mga pinakita sa atin ng chief engineer, lahat ng yon ay may mga kanya-kanyang designated na mga ano yun, mga functions.
Okay.
So hindi na lang namin iniisa-isa kasi sobrang dami nito. So at least man lang nagkaroon kayo ng visual o idea kung anong meron dito sa loob ng ano ng makina. Okay guys. So thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you very much also to Chief Engineer for his time. And yun lang, kung nagustuhan itong mga videos namin, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and also follow our Facebook page.
Okay, here, click.
Okay?
Subscribe. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
God bless. God bless.